What is up, my boners? This is MrITryHard here, the nastiest commentator in all the motherfucking YouTube. How you guys been doing? I've been doing motherfucking fantastic, and today we have a gameplay of domination on the map right for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this gameplay, and of course, this is Sunday, which also means it's Vagina Chronicles, which also motherfucking means we have the finest vagina in all the land. What's up, Kelly? K-pop, how ya doing?
What's up, sluts and bitches? How are you guys?
I love that. I love that. Anyways, man, we were so excited that we needed to cover this topic because I feel like this is something we kind of skipped over in all these Vagina Chronicles throughout the weeks and the stuff like that. So I feel like we should talk about this. This is really important, and this was actually Kelly's idea. We should talk about couples getting back together and breaking up, and getting back together and breaking up, and getting back together and breaking up, and all that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like that happens a lot in younger people. I don't know if it happens so much once you're over the age of 18 or... No, I want to give it a little older than that. Probably like over the age of like 24 or something.
I think
but
so.
I noticed a lot in high school. A lot of my peers would they'd have a girlfriend or boyfriend for however long, it doesn't matter. But then they'd break up, and then like a week later they'd be back together, and then all of a sudden they'd break up, and then they'd be back together, and it was like this ongoing ridiculous cycle where it was just kind of like, why don't you two break up? It's obviously not working. Are you that scared to be lonely or something?
Or they actually say, oh, we're taking a break, right? The good old, we're just taking a break, and we'll get back together when we're fine. Like, give us, like, a week or two, and we'll be okay. I mean, honestly, like, Kelly, from your personal opinion, from what you've seen in your friends, have you ever seen this work?
No! I had one friend, oh my god, like, she was with this guy, and whatever, they were together for a year, and then he punched her.
What?
And so obviously they broke up.
Right.
And then like 2 weeks later, she went back.
Oh my god.
What the fuck are you doing, you stupid bitch?
Exactly, stupid bitch. Stupid bitch be stupid. Who does that?
Obviously he's a jerk off because he punched a girl.
Right.
But then it's hard to feel sympathy for someone who goes back to that.
You know what? When we talked about this before recording, we talked about this, and we both realized that we had never seen or been witnesses to this ever working out, like a couple ditching each other, going back together, and ditching, and actually having a long-lasting relationship after that. And you know what? Like, I'm thinking about it right now, and I lied, because I have witnessed this before. Actually, my best friend in real life is somebody nobody really knows, nobody outside of, like, it on YouTube, but this dude has been with this girl who was like his high school sweetheart, and then, you know, they broke up and got back together and broke up, and eventually they broke up for like a good 3, 4, maybe I think even 5 years, and now they're married with a kid.
That seems different though, that they matured.
Maybe they took that, like, because they had a long break, like at least 3 years where they dated other people.
Yeah, and if like you said he was in high school when they were first dating.
Right, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I feel like in that case, these are two people who kind of, like, grew up.
I think
so
you're right.
It's a little bit different.
Because I do remember her, like the lady friend, she matured very, very much, like, to put it gently. She became much more of a responsible woman, and, you know, mature enough to now she's a fucking mother, and she's doing a great job at it. You know, her life really changed in those few years. So maybe you're right. I mean, I don't know, like, maybe that's just a totally different case, you know, because they both took time to mature with their lives, and maybe what we're talking about right now is the whole, you know, dating, getting back together thing within, like, a really short time span of, you know, a few weeks, maybe months at the very most.
Yeah, to me it feels like, I mean, if you break up with someone, or you're doing that take a break thing, it's like, if you think you're going to have a relationship that's going to last, you really shouldn't need to take a break from someone. You should just be compatible with them.
What are the reasons why people take breaks in the first place? Like, what? I
don't know. Like, you're that upset with each other, but you don't want to let it go.
Exactly. So, like, what warrants a break and not a break up? Like, where's that line where it's like, oh no, bitch, I'm breaking up with you, or, oh no, bitch, it's not that bad, so we're just gonna take a break now. I need to blow off some steam, and I'll be fine in a week. Like, where's that line? How does that work?
I feel like it happens because people are, like, scared to be alone.
that fear of being alone is huge, right?
Yeah, I think so. I think especially in adolescence, like, you get broken up with and you're like, I'm gonna be forever alone, no! And you completely forget that there's, like, tons, like, billions of people out there, and you're not gonna be alone forever.
And you know what?
People tend to feel like that after a breakup or whatever.
You're right, and you know what? This is totally counterintuitive, because if you think about it, young adolescents, like, from like 15 to like 25 years old, basically, like, I'm giving a wide range here, they are like, why should they feel this need or this fear of being forever alone when they're at that age where everyone's dating, everybody is free, right? At some point in time, you are a single young man or woman looking to date. When, like, the people who should be scared of being forever alone are people who are 45 or maybe 50 years old dating, you know? Because, I mean...
And even that shit, nowadays, it's like, oh, you go online to, like, Match.com, and your 45-year-old mother found a new hot stud.
All right, hold up. What? God. I love you, single mothers and fathers out there, or single parents, or all that stuff. But... what's the ratio of decent, dateable mothers or fathers out there in the world?
I think there's a lot more.
You think?
I was reading about this because people live longer now. So, like, before, people didn't get divorced that much. But now people get divorced a lot more because, like, we're living longer and we have more time to, like, do shit.
So is this like a positive side effect of high divorce rates? Like, the fact that there are...
I don't know. I guess it depends how you look at it.
Attractive singles throughout a bunch of, like, multiple range, like, age groups out there? Is that a good thing? Like, maybe you're right. Like, maybe now, being single at the age of 50 is totally okay, because who cares? Everybody's fucking single now, and everybody's just fucking around. Like, maybe this is like a perfect utopia, in my opinion.
I don't know how it is. Like, I don't know what to think. Like, when I think about when I'm 50, I don't think I'd want to be single. I think I'd want to be, like, you know, have someone who I want to spend the rest of my life with.
Do you think... This is, like, totally... Maybe this is for another video, so feel free to cut me off if you think this is a long conversation. But do you think that in, I don't know, 100 years, the standard for relationships will have changed so much that couples and... You know, the whole standard of getting married, kids, relationship, settling down, sitting in a house with family is going to change so much that maybe the standard is going to be single and mingling. Is that...
Well, think back to 100 years ago and think to now, it's a lot different, isn't it? So I do think in 100 years, again, it's going to be very different from what we're used to now.
I think this is a great conversation for another video because we are coming to an end on this gameplay, so maybe we should save it for something else because I think this is a great conversation.
Oh, like dating history. Actually, I think that's really interesting. Like,
exactly.
What did it, like in the 1900s, how did you date? What was that like? What was acceptable?
Because if you think about it, I think most parents married, like our parents right now, people who were in their mid-20s, like our parents usually married and had kids with basically like their high school sweetheart.
Yeah, I know my parents, they weren't high school sweethearts, but they married at the age of 21, and I'm like 23 now, and I'm like nowhere close to that.
Exactly. My parents, high school sweethearts, and, well, they never married, but they're still together now, and they had me.
They should have an epic marriage, and you should throw a huge party for all of us to come to.
They were like...
And the K-pop.
they didn't want to get, like, I don't want to get too much into it, but, like, they never really wanted or felt the urge to get married. It's just... not their thing. I mean, they're unified through law and all that stuff, but like the whole like let's get married in the ceremony with the preacher and all that, like it wasn't their thing. Whatever.
Let's marry them with boners. Like just have your subscriber base like.
This conversation was great.
Marry your parents.
This conversation was fucking great. Anyways, whatever. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you enjoyed Kelly, she's linked down below for you guys. Go check her out. She does some great work.
That sounds terrible. If you enjoyed Kelly.
If you enjoyed. Whatever, if you fucking enjoyed K-pop's commentary in today's video, go check her out down below. She's... Wow, that's even worse. Link is down below to her fucking channel. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This has been MrITryHard and K-pop. Bye. Bye.
You dirty motherfucker.